Payments have quietly stopped being the headline, with the new Pi developer library allowing Pi payments to be integrated in under 10 minutes. Without deep cryptographic knowledge or heavy blockchain engineering, Pi Network has effectively declared that payments are no longer a competitive advantage. This is not just a technical update, it is an operational transition signal. It marks the shift from a technology readiness phase into a full economic operation phase. Once payment friction drops close to zero, apps stop being experiments and start becoming real economic actors. Each Pi app begins to function as a micro-enterprise, a payment endpoint, a distribution platform, a benefit provider, and a trust-based service gateway. In this environment, price alone can no longer define competition. When everyone can accept Pi easily, being cheaper is not enough. Competition moves toward service structure, benefit design, and access logic. What matters now is not whether an app can accept Pi, but whether it can create reasons for people to return, to stay, and to build long-term relationships with the service. As the Pi economic operating system activates, apps become real institutions inside a growing economy. They are no longer community demos or symbolic tools. They become official channels for real goods, real services, and real economic activity. Every app becomes a gateway where trust, access, and benefits are intentionally designed. Some apps will focus on daily needs, some on education, some on commerce, and some on entertainment, but all of them will share one reality. They are economic actors, not just pieces of software. In this environment, belonging becomes a currency. Relationship depth becomes a competitive edge. The question is no longer, how cheap is it? But, how valuable does it feel to be part of this service? Apps will win not by undercutting prices, but by making users feel that leaving would mean losing something meaningful. This is where app staking steps into its true role. Staking is no longer about speculation or waiting for price appreciation. It becomes a system of qualification, a way to prove alignment, commitment, and long-term participation. In the new structure, not all users are the same. Non-staking users will have basic access, standard pricing, and limited features. Low-tier stakers will unlock partial discounts, priority access, and selected premium tools. High-tier stakers will gain deep privileges, long-term discounts or fee waivers, automatic premium services, early access to launches, events, and limited offerings. The meaning of staking changes completely. It is no longer about placing capital and hoping it grows. It is about placing trust in a service and proving you intend to stay. You are not betting, you are belonging. This transformation changes how competition works. Traditional platforms compete on being cheaper, faster, or offering more features. The Pi ecosystem competes on who builds stronger relationships, who turns users into contributors, and who designs the most coherent benefit architecture. Features still matter, but they are no longer enough. Speed still matters, but it is not decisive. What becomes decisive is who keeps people longer, who gives them reasons to care, and who makes them feel that staying is more valuable than leaving. In this system, app staking acts as a loyalty engine, a quality filter, and a firewall against short-term speculative behavior. Looking ahead, several major shifts are likely to shape the next phase. First, there will be an explosion of app staking benefit competition. Apps will move from simple, stake and earn, ideas to structured benefit ecosystems. They will clearly communicate, stake this much Pi, and gain these specific privileges. Access ladders will become visible. Benefit tiers will become part of branding. Long-term users will be visibly distinguished from casual ones. Second, staking will begin to replace traditional subscriptions. Instead of paying every month, users will stake once to gain long-term access rights, earning belonging instead of renting access. Third, apps will begin to create value before markets do. Price discovery will start inside apps, through how often people use a service, how valuable the benefits feel, and how deeply users commit. All of this confirms something critical. Pi is not designed as a speculative asset. It is designed as a working economic medium. Its purpose is not to be watched on a chart, but to be used in daily life. This announcement, simple as it looks, carries a powerful message. It says payments are done. Payments are invisible. Payments are no longer the story. Now comes the real test. What will your app give people? Not what will it charge, but what will it build? Which apps will people rely on? Which ones will they stake into? Which ones will they trust with their time, effort, and value? The arena is now open.